geodesic dome, you know, it's really strong, and it just it also helps with wind, and there's a lot of high winds we've noticed down here. So I mean, it's strong enough to hold me up. I weigh 180 pounds, so it's just really strong. That's why we went with this structure. So, and then I'll talk about the wrap.
So the wrap is solar wrap that was donated to us by a company based in California. And it's a very expensive wrap, so it wouldn't go on a regular one. But we basically did it into 3 big shingles. At our school we had more, but to get it here was a bigger pain. So we got, the 2 shingles are underneath the top one, and it just comes down like shingles on a roof. And then over there is just leftovers that we patched so that it doesn't flood this area. And then it's open on the bottom over there and over here just to let wind get through so it's not
Too hot,
cooking everybody.
Creates like a wind tunnel.
Doesn't scorch the plants that way. So you gonna talk about the?
Yeah, so here we have our 12-volt battery, 12-volt motorcycle battery, and we have it hooked up in a water jug, and the pump is what you see with the green and black wires, and it's solar powered, which you have a solar panel at the top there, and we have it hooked up to a DC timer, which when you turn it on, it pushes water through the PEX pipe, which we have holes through to water any plants being hung or any on the ground.
I'm waiting to see if it's gonna get wet. You can put it right here if it's wet. No, it's true.
And so the table over there is the watering table, and that's for starting seed.
Yeah, these are gonna be beginning seeds. And like you see, we went like with a mist system. It kind of worked out this way. We didn't plan on it, but it's kind of misting, and it'll just like a grocery store concept. And as it grows, then they'll transfer it back into the ground when they till it and everything they need to do.
So they can plant in the ground and on top of the tables?
Yes.
So it's really good for seed starting?
Definitely. It'll be great for seed starting because it's not like a water hose that's gonna push the seed right back out that you just put in. It's just gonna damp it and give them that nutrients that they need.
And you're into this control environment right here, so you're not gonna have to worry about is it gonna rain like a monsoon and just flush everything out. So you have all this controlled environment. And with the rain coming down on this dome, we hope to put some barrels back here to catch all the excess rain on the exhaust over here.
What do you think, Thomas?
Bueno, creo que es algo muy bonito lo que han hecho hoy aquí y esperamos lograr entenderle el funcionamiento, ¿verdad? Para que podamos poder tener una buena cosecha o mejorar la cosecha acá.
So he wants to understand how everything works really well, but he thinks it's something beautiful that y'all have done, and is grateful that it's here. He wants to understand very well so that he can make sure that the harvest is the same as the effort you put into building it.
One thing.
So let's walk him through it. What else does he need to know?
What I was going to bring up, just another way we're going to be growing plants is our topsy-turvy. We actually redesigned it. This was Michael Tubbs and Alan kind of came up with this idea to do through the side growth instead of a typical topsy-turvy would be growing down through the bottom. But you can maximize how many you put in by doing 2 on top of each other. And just the water that's access goes to this plant. So it'll be hanging down from the bars, and just the water will drip through. And as it grows, it'll grow out the side, and then it'll grow down just like a normal topsy-turvy. And it'll produce as many tomatoes as you let it grow.
So do you understand, Thomas?
You poke holes right in these for those.
So you plug holes in these and they'll drip
Se mete
down.
un hoyo y se gotas de agua quitan.
They'll drip down. And as this one gets as much water as it needs, it'll filter through this lid into the next plant. And as it grows longer, this goes down, and grows down, and this will go down.
Para que las plantas ya no están metidas en la agua.
Wonderful plant.
Para que la producción será arriba de la tierra para que no se moja mucho con la agua.
In a second, do you want to tell them about the timer and just when it's set up to go?
Yeah. On this right here, this is where we're gonna house our tilapia, our protein.
En este bolso ya se puede poner los
And
pescados,
so-
tilapia o apote.
So this water is all gonna be dirty
Este
water.
agua será sucia.
And so down here we have a pump that will just
Ahí
suck up
abajo
all the
tienen una
dirty
bomba
excess
que la
waste,
puede
bring it
sacar
up,
el
and the dirty
gasto.
water will go to the plants,
Y la agua sucia se va a las plantas.
while the water still comes here to the filters,
Y pasa ahí al
accessing
filtro
clean water.
para filtrarse.
And this is gonna be, you won't have to worry about turning it
No
on
tienes que preocuparse por eso,
because we have a
por
timer
prenderlo,
and it's
porque todo está a
automatic.
timer.
So it's automatic,
Automáticamente.
and I can set it to
Yo puedo
every hour,
ponerlo por
every
cada hora,
minute,
cada
every
minuto,
day you want
cada
to do
día,
it.
Como tú quieras.
And then
So,
the battery and the solar also, so he doesn't. Have
Yeah, and so the battery in here is
La
it's a
pila
12 volt
ahí.
battery and it's gonna be
Entonces,
perfectly okay.
a motorcycle battery. Yeah.
The solar panel,
El panel
and the solar
solar
panel will reach the electricity or the juice that it needs through that.
genera
So you
electricidad
won't have to worry about
para que se
messing.
pueda cargar todo y no tienes que cambiar. Y no tienes que preocuparse por luz.